All right, it has been a minute. I am a real photographer, and I shot 67 weddings this year, so September, October got incredibly busy, and I just didn't have time to make videos. Now that it's December, it's Christmas Eve, I am on my way to get some wine for Lindsay's family Christmas this evening, and I'm going to talk to you about the two most important things that I learned in 2014, and then also this past year, 2016. So the thing that I learned a long time ago, back when I was a concert photographer, I went to New York City to photograph this band in Brooklyn, and it was just a cool opportunity. Just hopped in a van with these guys, went and saw them record their CD. Wicked time. When I came back, everybody looked at me a little bit differently as a photographer. I'm now the photographer that had been to New York City to photograph something. And well, that's not really that big of a deal. When you're from a city that has maybe 500,000 people, it is a pretty big deal, and it definitely does help you stand out. So I highly recommend, if you haven't started traveling at least a little bit for your photography, if you want something that increases your credibility tenfold instantly, just start getting travel assignments. Whether you seek them out yourself, just start emailing bloggers asking if you can come to the city to shoot them. Just connections like that go a long way. You can hook up with restaurants, do some restaurant photography. If you can do a wedding and you're a wedding photographer, even better. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding to give you that credibility. I'm also in my new race car here that I just got yesterday, and it's a lot of fun. I realized why the guys I went on the Porsche trip with love their cars so much. And it's not necessarily the fastness of this. This is an AMG Mercedes. It is super fast, but it's also the sounds, feels here, suede, everything's just nice. So I think I'm addicted now. I don't think that I'll be able to buy a reasonable car ever again. And for 2016, the thing that I learned, I should say was reaffirmed in a big way, was creating video to connect with your audience. And creating video to connect with your audience doesn't necessarily mean doing what I do with a travel show and traveling all around the world and doing all kinds of cool shit. It can also mean, doesn't that sound nice? It sounds really nice. The downshift sounds really good too. It's a race car. It doesn't necessarily mean traveling all around the world and filming a travel show. You can go to venues near your house. You can go to wedding vendors, you can do interviews with them, you can start your own little YouTube channel, become kind of the center point of that industry in your local area, or you can just tell your life story. And when people come to your website, they're now no longer just looking at a bunch of images that look the same as the other photographers in town. They've now heard your backstory, they know where you went to school, which if they're also from your local area, they probably have some familiarity with, and they have now become a little more attached to you. And beyond that, it's just something to remember you by, that when they go away from your page, that they're not just going to be like, wow, we looked at a lot of photographers today. It'll be, wow, we looked at a lot of photographers, and the only thing that I remember is this guy that told us that he had a pet guinea pig named Taco when he was 6 years old. I did not have a pet guinea pig named Taco, but I can understand why people would believe that I would. Also, this is my favorite candy cane shirt. It is Christmas Eve, after all. So I thought that it was the most appropriate time to wear the candy cane shirt. So we will be back January 1st. I am releasing my Book More Weddings 2017 course, which is an entirely redesigned version of my Book More Weddings course. And basically what it was that a lot of people bought that course last year, and a lot of people sent me a lot of really nice emails. So thank you for sending me emails and kind of telling me what parts you enjoyed the most of that course. And I basically tailored the entire thing now to just be the parts that are good. So the entire course is now good. There's no fluff, there's no extra stuff in there that doesn't need to be. It is all just the best stuff, all back to back. And it starts with the gear, lenses, camera bodies, flashes that I'm going to be using for 2017, which is always something that is asked a lot of me, what cameras I'm using right now. Last year I was using the Nikon D5. This year I've actually sold it because as a wedding and portrait shooter, well, it does give you cool status as a photographer and it makes you look cool. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the right tool for me. So you'll have to get the course to find out kind of more thoughts on that. But for now, I will leave you with that and say that if you want the full start to finish version of what I think my 2017 is going to look like and how to build a successful business in 2017 and to really make it the best year ever, whether you're just this is your first year and you're only shooting one wedding this year, shooting no weddings this year, or you're trying to take your business from 10 to 30 weddings. Everything will be in the course that can help you out. So look for that January 1st. Until then, enjoy these tips. Go out and make a video. Maybe not today, because today's probably Christmas if you're watching this, or Boxing Day, but maybe in the new year. A winter project, go to some venues, record some stuff, just make some videos, get people connected to you as a person. You don't even really have to be the best in the world at being on camera. I would say that myself, I am now passable. My first videos looking back, they are not good. I am incredibly awkward. I cringe when I watch them. Now I think that I'm finally to a point that I am comfortable with being in front of a camera, and it took me a long time to get there. I am a very introverted person by nature, so it's very difficult to get me to do public speaking, but I found that video, it's not really public speaking because I can kind of do it whenever I want, and I have full control of the edit and how things appear online. So even if you are introverted, don't let that stop you. I guess I'm an example of that. And until next time, I'm Taylor Jackson, and I will be in my race car driving around the streets of Waterloo in 50 zones. 50 kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. See ya.